I packed one bag, I booked a one-way ticket to Thailand, and $1,300 a month covers my entire lifestyle. I work 4 hours a day from cafes in Bangkok, I train Muay Thai afterwards, and in this video, I'm going to break down the exact business that lands clients like this one right here, where only one client pays for my entire personal expenses. And I'll also be sharing what I'll do differently if I was starting over today. But first, how did I even move to Thailand in the first place? Well, I dropped out of college, and my parents obviously weren't impressed by that. And so I moved back home, and I basically disappeared into my room. I had no friends because I was kind of embarrassed about everything because I dropped out of university to start businesses. And so it was just me locked in my room alone on my laptop trying to figure out how to not be a total loser. So I tried a bunch of stuff. We did drop shipping and that completely flopped. I started some random Instagram pages about dogs for some reason, even though I never owned a dog. And all these things, they went nowhere. But eventually I landed on freelancing. And I was mainly writing scripts for people online, YouTube scripts, and I started getting paid. It wasn't anything crazy, but I started this Upwork profile, made some money as a YouTube script writer. And once I saw that it was possible, I booked a one-way flight to Thailand. And honestly, the lifestyle flip was massive because back home I had to live with my parents. I could barely cover rent. But then over here, I'm able to get a nice apartment. I can eat street food for like $2 and it's actually amazing. And in my free time, I can just go train Muay Thai, train Jiu-Jitsu anytime I want and have plenty of money left over where I don't have to stress about anything. Now, if you want the exact roadmap to get to $10,000 a month doing this, I'll drop the link below this video. It basically covers everything I wish I had when I was still hiding in my bedroom trying to figure this thing out. So check it out down below. But how much money do you actually need to pack your bags and move to Thailand? Well, here's my own expense tracker for the month of February. And as you can see here, we spent $1,300 on personal expenses. It usually averages between $1,300 to $1,600 at most. And that's including housing for rent, food as well is a big one. But yeah, this is $1,300 for everything, including gym memberships, going out, things like that. And I'm not even budgeting or doing anything like that. So you don't need much to have a decent life here. Now, Bangkok is where I am based, but honestly, you could go cheaper. There's places like Chiang Mai, which I've lived in previously, and other smaller cities. And you could probably live there comfortably on $1,000 even. So how much do I recommend if you're going to move out here? Well, if you want to move to Thailand, there's 2 milestones that you want to hit. So the first milestone would be $2,000 per month. This would cover your lifestyle, basically, all the personal expenses. But the second milestone would be 3K. The reason being, this would cover your life and your business as well. So when you're running a business, you're going to have softwares, tools, you have to pay for subscriptions and things like that. You might hire and pay team members as well. And so those costs start to build up fast. So adding an extra 1K buffer just gives you some breathing room so you don't end up making desperate decisions later down the line. So 3K is the secret number that I recommend. This is really all you need. Now, if you're moving to Thailand, you will need a way to make money remotely. Now, the business model that got me to Thailand wasn't something that I invented. You know, it's been around forever and most people overlook this. But you're going to see a lot of things online that might distract you, but here's what actually works. So the best way I can explain it is like this. Every single business out there, it could be a restaurant, a gym, a law firm, whatever it is, they all want the same thing, and that is to make more money. That's pretty much it. So instead of building your own things from scratch, which is what a lot of people try to do, and that is what I try to do, what you want to do is just help these other businesses achieve the goal themselves. And so it's way easier to help out with someone else's thing that's already making money than build your own thing from scratch. And so if you can create real value for these businesses, whether it's a restaurant, a gym, med spa, whatever it is, then they will pay you for it. It's really that simple. So all you do is you offer a service, they pay you money, and then you deliver the service and you just repeat it every single month and you get paid on a monthly retainer. Now that service could be anything from running ads for them, you could be managing their social media, building out AI automations, writing email follow-up sequences, creating content for them. There's a super long list. There's so many different things out there. Now, the specific thing that you offer them matters less than the outcome that you're giving them, right? So you're not selling ads or content. You're selling them more customers and more revenue and more growth. Whatever method you use to get them that growth, it doesn't really matter. The thing they're really buying is the results. And if you're a little bit lost, don't worry, I'll dive deeper into what you can actually offer specifically and how to do it. But you might be asking, why not do a different business model? All right, what about something like day trading or something like that that's been trending on social media recently? First of all, if you do day trading, you're stupid, okay? It's the the biggest fraud I've ever seen. You're basically gambling against other degenerates. And so, yeah, this is the easiest way to just go completely broke. Don't do day trading. But there's one simple reason why the service business model is the fastest way to get to that 3K per month mark. I'll show you the math real quick. And so there's this client right here that has paid me $2,000 per month. And we've been working together for 9 months and we're still going to this day. And this one client alone covers my entire lifestyle in Thailand with room to spare as well. So you only need one client. If you think about it, it's not that hard. Now there's 3 pricing options you can go with if you want to hit this goal. Option 1 would be just to have one client at 3K per month. Option 2 would be to have 2 clients at $1,500 per month each. Or option 3, just do 3 clients at 1K each. Now this works. You can go 1K. It might be easier to sell a 1K retainer than 3K, but just keep in mind, I'd probably push for more just because if you're managing 2 or 3 clients, it's a lot more work than managing 1 client. So you'd rather have less clients to manage and just charge more for each one. And I have other videos on the channel diving into how to actually increase your prices, but I would aim for 2K to 3K. That's kind of the sweet spot when you're just starting out and you don't have as many testimonials. But if you think about it, right, to you, you're probably like me where we were broke at one point. 2K, 3K seems like a lot, right? But a business doing $50,000 a month, if you think about it, they're not going to blink twice at 2K. If you're actually helping them grow and if you're solving a problem that's worth $10,000 to $20,000 for them, $2,000 a month is a no-brainer for them. So you're probably thinking at this point, what do I actually sell? Well, as I said earlier, we have the 5 to 20x rule, which is basically whatever you charge, you want to make 5 to 20 times back for the client. And so if you charge 2K, you want to make them 10 to 40K. And so with this in mind, it means that you can't target beginners and you can't target people that don't have money, right? If you're targeting businesses that already have money, for example, like a roofing company that's already doing like 50K a month, for example, this roofing company, if you fix a tiny problem for them, this is worth a lot, right? Like let's say you can increase their sales by 10%, you're now adding 5K per month in value. Whereas if you're helping someone that makes 1K per month and you do the same 10% increase, right? You kind of get the point. This is worth $100 for them. And so by simply targeting people that already make more money to begin with, the service that you offer is actually way more valuable just because you have more to work with. And so I think local businesses are the best to start out with. They usually have the least competition. So stuff like roofers, med spas, chiropractors, local service businesses. Basically, if they have customers, then they have revenue and you just have to help them get more money. So what I did was I started with YouTube scripts. I started out on Upwork, as I showed earlier, but I eventually made a YouTube channel and I was making my own content, which helped me get a lot of clients actually. And I just started writing YouTube scripts for clients like these ones right here. I've had a lot of breakout videos for clients, which brought them a lot of leads to their businesses. And so I started with YouTube scripts, but eventually I started adding landing pages, running ads, doing follow-up text campaigns, retargeting campaigns, helping fix their offer. Eventually I became less of a freelancer and I was more like a outsourced CMO because I was pretty much just helping the entire growth aspect of the business. And that's how you're able to get clients like this that stay for really long periods of time. And the best thing about this is once you build a team, you don't have to do all of the work yourself. So actually for the script writing side of things, I fully outsource it to a team. And when it comes to like the offers and stuff like that, I still do that myself because it's a bit harder to outsource. It requires more knowledge, but more manual work like writing YouTube scripts, video editing, things like that. It's a lot easier to outsource. But in total, I probably spend like 4 hours a week per client. And right now my team does everything. So you can get to a point where this is pretty chill. Now, if you want to skip the whole trial and error part, I have a free community where I work with people directly on this. So you get direct access to me. You get all my templates and the exact systems I use with clients. This is stuff you can literally just copy and paste straight into your business. So if you want access to that, link is in the description where you can learn how you can join for free. So we learned that having a great service is important, but having a great service means nothing if nobody knows that you exist. And so there's 2 ways to fix that. The first way is outbound. So this is where you just go to find people. And you can do this through cold DMs, cold email, cold calling if it's a local business, and then freelance sites like Upwork, like what I did. This is a lot of manual work, but it works the quickest. Like this is probably the fastest way to get clients. The second way is with inbound content, and this is just where you create content. And so you can do that on short form content platforms like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. I had a TikTok page that blew up right here. You got YouTube channel, which is what I did with this one, which I mentioned earlier. You can also have an email newsletter, which I'm currently running too. I would just pick one inbound content platform and then one outbound method. Inbound's going to take a long time to build up, but once it starts working, it brings in clients super fast and you don't have to work for it. Like, they literally come onto the calls ready to buy because they saw your content, and you don't have to do any selling over like messages and things like that. It's just way easier to close this way. And so I would start content as soon as you can. Now, a lot of you might think content is luck. You have to get lucky, you go viral. It's not. Content is completely a skill. Like, I based my entire business around making content. I've been doing this for years, so I've gotten really good at it. Like, once you know the psychology tricks, how to actually write content that persuades people and keeps them watching, you can just repeat the formula over and over again. But this is pretty much how I got to Thailand, working fully remote from my laptop. But I could only scratch the surface here, because if you want a full breakdown, everything from how to pick the right offer, how to deliver it so well that clients actually stick around for 9 months, like this one right here did with me, then that is all in this video that I will put up on the screen right now. Just click it and it'll be a deeper dive into everything we just covered.